you might notice that we have quite a bit of starter at this point. So we're going to have to find something to do with it. In our pan, we're going to add a half cup of butter and also a cup of chocolate chips. We're going to let this melt, get nice and smooth, and then we're going to add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We're also going to add in another bowl, we're going to put in a half cup of cocoa powder, as well as the sugar, the flour, the salt, eggs, and last but not least, we'll add in the sourdough discharge. Once this gets nice and melty, then we'll add in 2 teaspoons of vanilla. Well, our butter and chocolate chip mixture is nice and melty. So what I'm going to do is to add about 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla. I'm going to use the cap. 1 and 2. I'll take that off the heat at this point and continue to stir our mixture. Yum, smells wonderful. Now in this bowl, I have just about all of the dry ingredients. I have 1 cup of sugar, I have 3/4 cup of flour, I have a half cup of cocoa, I have a half teaspoon of salt, and you'll notice I've even put in the 2 eggs. And now the only thing I need to add is the half cup of sourdough discard. Now here's my jar of sourdough discharge, and it has been in the refrigerator, so I'm going to take it straight from the refrigerator. I'm going to pour out about a half cup. It's nice and bubbly and smells wonderful. Ooh, got it. Now let's add it into our mixture. All right, there it is, ready to go. And back into the refrigerator. I'm using my Danish whisk, and I'm going to give everything a really good stir. Get all the dry ingredients mixed, and then we'll add our nice melty chocolate. Now we're going to do a long fermentation. That means that once I get this all mixed up, it's going to go into the refrigerator, or we can actually sit it just in the kitchen in a nice place and let it ferment overnight. And then we'll bake it tomorrow. Now, do you have to do that? No. But if you can let it ferment for a little while, then you'll have better health benefits from eating your brownies. Okay, let's get our nice melty chocolate mixture. Okay. And let's get it mixed up. These are going to be nice and fudgy. And if you want to add nuts to your brownies, you can certainly do that. We like nuts. But I think what I'm going to do is to wait until just before I'm ready to bake them, and then I'll add the nuts into the mixture. Oh, looks so good. Now, these brownies were easy, and let me say, they are delicious. So what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to open my box of parchment paper, and I'm going to place the parchment paper inside of an 8x8. You can use an 8x8, you can use a 9x9 size dish. Now, if you need a larger batch, then you'll have to double the recipe, and the recipe will be down in the description box. But this recipe comes out so nicely. I baked mine on 350, and you're going to see that it's wrapped up nicely around the sides with the parchment. And once it comes out, you can take it out of the parchment. You can decide at that point whether or not you want to actually ice them, or whether you want to leave them plain.